got Sabine Ohler, who is present at the 3-day AIM conference, annual investment meeting. Now, tell us, Sabine, what brings you here to Dubai?
Hello from my part. I'm very glad to be here. This is a fantastic opportunity at this time where we are to get a better look and feel of current market trends, geopolitical trends. Where do we need to be? Where is the world going? And as a European, I find it particularly interesting and enlightening to get a better insight on what's going on in markets outside of Europe, such as the Middle East, GCC, such as Africa, South Latin America.
Now, Sabine, you're the director
of international business for the Vienna Business Agency. And in this capacity, I'm in charge of global inbound investment promotion for the city of Vienna.
Tell us, how has the city of Vienna coped for the last 2 years of COVID?
Well, I'm excited to tell you that just yesterday our mayor published our FDI numbers for the year 21. And I have to say it's the second best result ever. And that is quite remarkable given the COVID crisis, which is not even over yet. And that we're coming out of this with much faster than we hoped for. So second highest result given the crisis is quite impressive, and it goes to show that Vienna remains a stable, attractive destination for foreign direct investment.
What are some of the key indicators of that? Some of the key things that have brought the business forward and made it sustain?
Interesting enough, the highest number of companies in the FDI came within the sector of IT, digital services. So I think that goes to show this is obviously with the COVID crisis, everybody was locked up, we couldn't travel. But in that industry has booming. I think that it speaks for itself, really. And on the other hand, it's talent. Yeah, we know it's a lot of talent in Vienna, given the very good university system, education system. It's attractive to students, and then it's attractive to companies because they will find the talent in Vienna.
Now, are there any links between Austria and the UAE when it comes to business and trade and relations?
Well, recently, we all monitored that there's increasing ties between the two regions and countries. We had multiple delegations, very high-ranking political and business delegations just in the last couple of weeks, and I think we will continue this trend to even accelerate, mostly related to energy, and clearly we're looking to expand that. Why? Because Austria is quite renowned for its hidden champions. Especially UAE, you have a number of very established Austrian companies that are really being part of the structure here that are visible, in the major buildings, major constructions. Without telling any names, but there is a good tradition here between the two countries, and I think it dates back at least 45 years.
What further do you hope to accomplish by being here for the annual investment meeting and just, being here amongst the 174 nations and up to speed with the latest news, technology, investments?
Like I mentioned before, it's been incredibly enlightening, inspiring. I think we really need to step out of Europe and see what's going on in the rest of the world. And this is a particularly interesting region. It's so dynamic, and I'm hoping that we can even get closer, and tie closer connections between Vienna, between Austria, and this region. I think it's really about time we did that, and that I always find it inspiring to go to a place that brings together, just as Dubai brings together so many nations, so many countries, and everybody's looking to get inspired from each other. And I'm a strong believer in collaboration, in really learning from the best, sharing best practice experiences, and together take us higher. I always like to say, a high tide raises all boats, and this is happening here from everyone coming together at AIM.
Sabine, has that intensified because of the last 2 years of COVID that we've had? Do you have time to waste, or are businesses now really jumping at the opportunity to just market themselves and be seen and come to events like this to tell people what it is that they do?
Yeah, I don't think there's any second wasted here. Definitely not. I can just really encourage whoever hasn't had this on their radar quite yet to take a closer look, to make the effort and come here. We have all learned through the crisis, or through COVID, that you can only do so many meetings on the screen, yeah. And thank God for digital technologies, but it does not replace a personal contact. And this is a people's business. FDI is a people's business. I also like to say people do business with people they like. So you need to meet, and I think during COVID we could all keep the connection and stay in touch, but it's really challenging to make new connections. And this is why you need to come here and really meet people in person. And I really appreciate the setup of this all, because it gives you ample networking opportunities. You can really meet and greet everyone you wanted to see. There's a number of highly fascinating lectures, topics, discussions. There is something to be taken for everyone, from the startup to the very established corporation, public institutions. We had a number of very interesting, very high-level investor meetings, so I'm really very happy, and I will definitely come back, and I will definitely encourage everyone else who hasn't had the opportunity to take a look at this, and next time come out here.
Well, you speak of face-to-face interactions, and it's certainly been our pleasure to meet you in person here at the AIM event, so thank you for that.
Much appreciated, and all the best to you, and all the best to AIM for the future editions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.